Thank you, Chris. Senator Rogers, Pastor Dix, distinguished members of the head table, fellow honorees, past honorees, and guests, thank you so much for the privilege and honor to be here with you all today. I've had so much help over the years, and in my career, I've tried as best I could to try and give back to not only the community in which I live, but the region in which we reside, our country, and my industry, just our church, just to be part of this great community, this great state, this great country, and the wonderful world in which we live. And there's no question that we have a lot of strife. There's a lot of problems throughout our world, certainly in Northwest Indiana. But the truth of the matter is there's far more good here if we would just take a moment to realize it and recognize it. If I began counting the people who helped me, by the way, my friend Jim Hutton, the first time I met him was about more than 50 years ago. Our receptionist in our office came into my office one day and she said, Mr. Snyder, there's a gentleman here who would like to see you. And I said, fine. I get up out of my office and I went out and I met him in the reception room and I said, hi, I'm Harley Snyder. And he said, yes, my name is Jim Hutton. I'm from the IRS and I'm here to help you. Now that relationship that began more than 50 years ago, he finally decided to go straight and became a CPA. And a friend and my accountant for many years and a partner on some of the transactions that we were involved in, one of which was bringing Purdue University to a campus in Valparaiso. At the time, Purdue North Central, now soon to become, or I think Tom Kean, and now already Purdue Northwest. But Jim is just one of those people who helped me along the way to understand that it's not what we take out, it's what we put back. And we have in Northwest Indiana, we have many of our legislators here today who are recognized. Certainly Senator Rogers should be an example for all of us because she has worked tirelessly in the state Senate to make Northwest Indiana a better place in which to live, work, and raise a family. And I'd like to recognize Senator Rogers. She, along with some of our other legislators in Northwest Indiana, were responsible for the RDA, helping to bring it here. And I've said many times in the 10 years' time that I served on the RDA, I probably am not going to have the privilege or the benefit of seeing some of the good work or the results of some of the good work of the RDA, but our children will, and our grandchildren will, and all future generations will see the good work of the RDA, and we will have made this a better place to live and work. I want to just take a couple minutes to recognize some other people that in Northwest Indiana who I think work tirelessly to make this community what it is. Mayor Karen Freeman Wilson, I don't know if she's here or not, but it's been my privilege to work with her closely through the RDA. I was a member of an ad hoc committee that she appointed to look for a P3 operation in the airport, and I was privileged to do that. Mayor Tom McDermott, another young man who is working tirelessly to try and make Northwest Indiana a better place. Bill Hanna, folks. Yeah, thank you. Bill Hanna is a jewel. He is a jewel. Ben Buknowski is another young man who's coming along who is going to do great things in the footsteps of his father. Don Fesco, John Costas in Valparaiso, and Heather Ennis from the Forum. These are all young people who are coming forward to make Northwest Indiana a better place to live and work and raise a family. I want to give recognition to somebody else that I think deserves a great deal of recognition for what he does in Northwest Indiana. I want to be like him when he grows up, or when I grow up, I'm sorry. He's already grown up. I'm still growing. I met Bill Joyner a number of years ago when he was with Gaynor Bank. I've had the privilege to work with Bill Joyner throughout many, many efforts in Northwest Indiana, and more particularly and more recently as a member of the RDA. Bill was the treasurer of the RDA, is now the vice chair of the RDA. And Bill, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, exemplifies what Northwest Indiana is all about. He's a young man that, regardless of race, creed, country, color, doesn't make any difference to him. He doesn't see any color. He just sees opportunity, and he seizes it and works tirelessly to achieve it. So thank you all very much for this opportunity to be with you today. Thank you for the privilege, and thank you to the committee for selecting me. I'm sure there were many, many more who are far more deserving than I, but I'm going to take what I have and run. Thank you.